There we go. We are
Mark
live. Welcome
Lucas.
back. Locker room access at the half. UVA and Wake Forest setting basketball back 50 years. I think I saw Hot Rod Hundley, Hank Iba, and Dr. James Naismith in the arena. A, a typically disgusting display of offense by Virginia, only matched by Wake's disgusting display of offense as well. Let's look. 27-21. Couple stats for you, Fresh. I noted.
Yep.
Under 10 minutes to go, we had scored 4 points. So we're on pace for 16 points. We really turned it on. We really turned it on the second half and scored 15 points the second half of the first half. So in 10 minutes. But, we talked about this before the game. What's the bigger issue? Is it offense or defense? I said offense. You said defense. I don't know. It just is not a free-flowing game. What were your thoughts? We lost your picture, by the way. There you are.
I know. A former Wahoo and one of our great friends, Willie Dersh, said to me at one point during the Tony Bennett era, if you're going to play ugly, you better win.
Yeah, good point.
And Tony has done that. And I think this is, look, we are trying to win the game. And like it or not, I can't tell any of my outside friends anymore to watch Virginia play because of this. But we're trying to win. I'm not sure how else I can express my, thoughts on that.
Yeah, no, I get it. It's a tough thing to watch, right? But I think there's an appreciation if you're within the program and you follow us that it kind of grows on you. So, I made the comment last week. We were down 7 at the half against NC State, and I said I would take it. I'm also going to take down 6 at the half to Wake. If you block out the 27-21 score, and you focus instead on the fact that we're down 6 on the road after having get blown out, like I think I'm gonna take that all day. You come out strong in the second half. You hit a 3. Yep. I mean, we are right in this game. A lot of chatter on forum. Reese picked up. We were down, I think, 2 points 2 points when Reese picked up his second foul at 6:40. They went on a run. I thought it was going to spiral. We stemmed that. Reese came back in. We went on a run. So down 6 at the half. How do you feel about that heading into the second half?
I'm going to say we have them right where we want them. Right? I mean, Reese's defense on the guard, the guy he's playing, are obviously so good. Is so good as always. We've had some very bad, uncharacteristic turnovers. Leon Bond, Reese had a nasty one. The offense, obviously, I think, very strange rotation. I turned the game on, and I couldn't figure out who was playing on our team when the game came on finally after the Tennessee game. I think we can settle in now. I think that happened. That half happened, and I think it's all in our favor. Wake has played our game. The Wake players are going to get tired of this, right? They want to run. They want to go. And they're going to get tired of the way the game's going. And I think we pull it out. It might be overtime.
Yeah, we'll welcome Josh to the program. Josh, we were talking about the offense-defense thing. Obviously, defense for both teams is kind of the theme here. Thoughts on the first half and anything that stuck out to you?
Yeah, I mean, first that was offensively not a great half, but overall as a team that was much better than anything we'd seen on the road so far this year. 2 things that kind of stuck out to me. First, there was a sequence of a couple plays, and I mentioned it in the forum, of things just not going our way. They get the point guard Miller matched up on Dunn, which you would think, he's got 10 inches on him. He's a pretty good defender, that he would be kind of able to smother him. And instead, as there's about 3 seconds on the shot clock, he nails a 3. So then, we take the ball, we come down to the other end, and we almost immediately throw it out of bounds for a turnover. And it was kind of that moment that I had some flashbacks to the last couple road games of, okay, like this is where we can look at it and say, okay, things are about to snowball. It's about to get under control. They did go up, I think, 10 there for a second, afterwards, but we battled back. And the other big thing, I mentioned this in the forum as well, but Reese hits that three with, was it 32 or so seconds left? And the biggest thing to take of that's not the fact he made the shot. It's the fact that when they call timeout, we go to a shot of him, coming to the timeout huddle, and there is a massive smile on his face. And I kind of thought that was the first time that they've actually looked like they're playing with some joy on the road. That they weren't going to just pack. I mean, who knows? The second half could get out of control. I mean, I don't know. But at first time, it kind of looked like, okay, like we're here, like we're in this. We're not just going to let it take us down. We're not going to be dismissed here. We're going to keep fighting. And I think Doug might be right. I mean, we'll see. They might not win this game, but I think you could look at that as a big turning point.
All right, one person who, according to the ESPN stat sheet and the box score, did Elijah play? Did he get in?
No.
Nope.
He did not play, right? So that's kind of surprising to me. If we're kind of opening this up, Leon had a good amount of minutes in there. We saw Tane Rhodey off the bench, who had a nice little flurry there. He hit a floater and that goal 10 for him. The 6-man role, Fleck. You were kind of our 6-man, our 4th year. Came in, provided a spark. What would you tell Rhodey if he adjusts to this new role? And hopefully he's not looking at it as a demotion. He's looking at it as an opportunity to come in and provide a spark. What did you do? How did you stay ready to get in and contribute right away?
Man, it's such a great point by you have. I embraced it, and I didn't love it, but I learned to love it. My whole problem with being the 6-man is if everybody else is playing well, guess what? The 6-man's not coming in. I didn't not want Jason or Corey or Cornell or whoever not to play well, but if they were playing well, I wasn't coming in. You got to stay ready, man. Study the game, keep your head in the game, watch things going on and figure out where you can make a difference when you do come in. And it's invigorating, man. When you come in off the bench and you're fresh, the other guys might be a little bit tired or whatever the case may be, and you can add a difference. I think Rhodey did great so far today. He made 2 really good plays, to your point. He had another great pass to Jordan there at one point.
Mm-hmm.
And let's see. I think it's a perfect spot for him.
Yeah, and my thoughts on that are, as a 6-man coming in, that's not like this is the first time he's doing it. Hopefully he can build on the confidence and say, hey, when I come in, I'm going to be really aggressive, because that's what you need from a 6-man. You don't need someone to come in and sort of like ease into the game. Right. Coming in and having an impact is key. And if you don't, you'll probably be out. So, all right, halftime. Yeah, Vinny the microwave. I mean, there's been a lot of examples of guys doing that. Halftime speech, fresh. Tony and staff are in there. They're talking to the guys. Is the message, hey, we're in this game. We're playing great defense. Our shots are going to fall. Or are they coming down and I'm saying, why aren't we running our offense? We have shots. What's the message right now?
No, I think it's a bit subdued today. I think you're saying we are winning this game. Everything you've done is fine. Like you don't go to the negative part, miss free throws or miss shots. You say, look, guys, we have it. We're doing everything to win this game. Understanding in the back of their mind, right? The coaches, shots are going to fall. Offense will be better. Maybe it won't be, but let's see. That's what I would say. I would keep doing what we're doing. I'm not really sure what it is, but we don't want to change it.
Yeah, free throws. Really gross again. We're shooting 50%. If we made our free throws, this is a 2-point game. So we mentioned it in pregame. We've got to make them. They're free, right? We should be shooting better than 50%. I think the best teams in the country are approaching like 80%. Even if we had gone, call it 7 for 8, it's a 2 or 3 point game. So we're very much in it. Josh, any thoughts on halftime? What's being said?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's the biggest thing is, guys, look, we're still in this fight. This game isn't another one where we're down 12-14 at halftime. We got to try to figure out how to get in it. I mean, if we hit a couple threes, it's a 2-possession game is all we're looking at. And I think the biggest thing that you kind of got to drill into them right now is just be confident in what you can do. I think, Fresh, I think you were talking about before the game, shooting has got to be a thing that you just generally do. And we're 1 for 4 from 3. We could be 4 from 4, but only taking 4 threes is not going to cut it. So, I mean, you got to get Groves going a little bit. You got to try to get Isaac going. Maybe if Tane's on the court, he could get a look. But Reese being the only one to hit a 3 out of only 4 taken is not a great start. So let's just, get your shots where you can get them is kind of where I'd be.
And that, John, that's the thing for me. As much as I follow it and I watch, I really cannot figure out, and discern our offense. I really don't know what we do. Like, I understand there's a triangle, there's the 5 out, there's the sides, the whole thing, but I just cannot discern watching our team what we are trying to do offensively. And that's, for me, troubling.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Fresh, you were a shooter. And I remember when you would check in, guys would say, shooter, right here. And I think that people are really aware of how good Isaac is. How do you get your shot? How do you get open to take those threes when the entire defense is set up to not let you have an easy time of doing that?
Man, such a great question, Hav. And I'll tell you what I did. I remember going into the game at Maryland, and Gary Williams is yelling at Johnny Rhodes, "Don't let Smith touch the ball." Right? And I'm like, "Coach, leave me alone, man. I'm not even close to the best player in the court. Let me do my thing." What you do is you're very patient. You hide. You kind of lull them to sleep, right? Off the ball. So Corey's dribbling or, Crotty, whoever. And you just lull the guys to sleep and you pick your spots. You don't run to the same spot every time, right? You hide behind Ted Jeffries. So you hide behind, Blake Buchanan in this instance. You hide, you wait, you're patient, but then you move with and around the ball. I just don't see our guys doing that. I see our guys going to specific spots over and over again. It's very predetermined. And I think defenders can guard you better that way.
Yeah, one thing that really stuck out to me, there were a few possessions where it was very obvious they were not even guarding Ryan Dunn at the 3-point line. And he passed on one possession, he passed up 2 wide open 3-pointers and ended up taking a contested 2. I'd rather see him let that fly, develop some confidence. I don't think he's there yet, but it's a good game plan for that team moving forward. All right, first 5 minutes are really important in a game like this. What do you think we run? Do we look to get a guy going, or do we stick to our sort of patient? I'm getting an echo here. Do we stick to our kind of patient offense, or do we look to say, "Hey, Isaac, we're going to run some sets for you"?
Absolutely. I think you come with a quick hitter. It's like the old NFL thing, right? Where the first 5 plays are predetermined. We're doing this, and this. I think we should do that. I don't know if we do or not. I just don't like running offense, quote unquote, running offense at this point.
Yeah, Josh, any thoughts on that?
Yeah, I think you want to get Isaac going, but also I don't think it would hurt to try to be aggressive with some of our attacking down low either. We drew 2 fouls on both of their bigs to start that game out, so the second half they're already playing with 2. Miner showed a pretty decent post game, I thought. I mean, not everything he was taking was going, but he was just aggressively trying to get to the basket. So I don't think it hurts to try to get, maybe Efton or some of their other bigs to have to sit for a few minutes. So either way, I think you've got to be attacking with whatever set you're trying to go with. Yeah, for sure.
Hey, let's attack. Spencer is telling us the game has started. We'll be back post-game, locker room access. Guys, thanks for joining at the half.